I just want, I'm going to send you on an email about your summer exams, and I just kind of wanted to talk over it a bit because I thought there'd be loads of questions. So I'm about to send this email here, and I'll include this video in the email. But the topics for your summer exam are going to be Chapter 8 Probability, Chapter 1 Sets, Chapters 4, 18 and 24 Geometry, which I'll talk about more in a minute. And the exam will be an online exam on Teams. I believe some of you have used that kind of online format. Haven't really ironed out how I'm going to do a maths exam in that format, but I make it work. It would be no longer than an hour. So I don't, because I haven't put it together yet, I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's not going to be more than an hour long, hours max. And you will be expected to submit your rough work by photograph. So when you're doing the exam, it will be sort of a multiple choice. So I'll give you a question, I'll give you two or three or whatever possible answers. It shouldn't be immediately obvious, so you'll have to take the question, do the question, and hope then that the answer you get matches with one of the answers I've put up. So it will involve work, like it always does in maths. So it's a couple of lines of work, and I need to see that work. Okay, so that will be photographed and submitted just like you submit all your homework. Now, with regards to the topics, this is what we've done this year. So probability was the first thing we did, then sets. I gave you a test on them like maybe in October, and then they were retested for your Christmas exam. And then numbers, which was like 4 or 5 chapters, patterns, which was 2, and then algebra, which was 2, which we just finished. Number systems, I did an exam on number systems, I think it was the end of January. So I included the chapters that we did before Christmas. So that's been tested kind of end of January. Patterns and algebra, obviously, literally, you just did a test there at the weekend. So, if we were in school, I would give you the works. I think you've just got enough to be thinking about. So what I'm hoping is that these middle 3 here that are in white are still fresh enough in your head that we don't need to retest them. So I'm going to go back and test probability and sets because they're kind of, quite a while ago. Now, geometry. So I'm saying it as if we've done it. We haven't. But I'm starting geometry today, Wednesday. The first chapter is like a non-chapter. I'll do that pretty much in one go. It's just a bit of information. Now, there's a bit of meat in those second 2 chapters. Like, there's quite a bit of work in the theorems and stuff like that. So, essentially what I'm proposing is that we'll sort of keep working, not right up until the Friday before your exam starts, but like, say the Wednesday. And see how far we get. So you will be doing chapter 4, 18 and 24 if that's what we've completed. If we've only done chapter 4 and 18, then that's all I'll test on. If we've only done 4, 18 and half of 24, then that's what I'll test on, okay? So I have it down as if it's 3 chapters, but it might only be 2 chapters or 2.5 chapters or whatever. Is that okay? So your topics or chapters are chapter 8, chapter 1, and then whatever we complete of 4, 18 and 24. Okay? I've put together revision booklets on 8 and 1 just so you can be tipping away at them and kind of reminding yourself. So if I give you work to do in geometry and it doesn't quite take your hour that's allocated for maths in that day, you can take out one of your revision booklets and do a bit. Does that make sense? Right, so that's the plan.